How to Avoid Climate Disaster by Bill Gates. Bill Gates believed that to avoid a disaster, the following three things need to be implemented. They are: 1. We need to stop emitting carbon dioxide completely. 2. We need to increase the rate of renewable energy such as nuclear, wind and solar. 3. Innovation must be nurtured properly by the public investment into R&D. The energy market is a $5 trillion industry and is ripe for disruption due to climate change. The key to disruption is for the renewable sector to generate electricity at a price on par with fossil fuels. 1/5 of carbon dioxide is still in the atmosphere after 10,000 years. CO2 absorbs the heat from the rays coming from the sun. This is what causes climate change. Human activity has risen the temperature of Earth by 1 degree Celsius so far. It will be projected to be 1.5 to 3 degrees by 2050 and 4 to 8 degrees by the turn of the century. The loss of life and the economic chaos will be on par with the pandemic if it isn't nipped in the bud soon. Coal has amounted to 40% of the power needed to run the global economy for the last 3 decades. Similarly, oil and gas has amounted to 26%. We need to upgrade the transmission and use the latest innovation in wind and solar to make it compatible with the price of fossil fuel. If the upgrade and investment into renewables were made, it would cost an extra 15 to 30% premium. Otherwise, it could well be over 100%. Carbon capture and storage are devices that are installed in power plants that generate electricity from gas and coal. The device captures 90% of carbon dioxide emitted from the power plant. However, there is no government policy to force the power plants to install those devices. Smart policy is required to create incentives for the power plants to use carbon capture. Methane is the main culprit in climate change for agriculture. It is 26 times more potent than carbon dioxide. Methane is released into the atmosphere when cows burp and fart. Cultured meat should be used instead of animals. Cultured meat is grown in the lab from stem cells from living animals. Stem cells differentiate into meat cells and then they proliferate, creating edible meat. This process is far more ethical and environmentally friendly than using livestock. It is up to the government to lead the way in innovation by spending more money on R&D, which the private sector won't invest in because it can't find a way to make a return on the investment. Bill Gates claims that Microsoft wouldn't have been successful if it wasn't for the government grant and funding in the personal computer. That's why spending money in R&D by the public sector for innovation to tackle climate change is important. Please like and subscribe to view similar videos in the future.